week of Life with Tay. Today I'm here to tell you 10 things I wish I knew before I went into my first year of university. So, without further ado, let's get started. Number 1, you do not need to read every single chapter in this textbook in order to pass the class. Oh my god! No thank you! Number 2, when you're highlighting in your textbook, don't highlight too much or you won't be able to sell your textbook at the end of the term. Well, shoot. Number 3, when it comes to buying textbooks, buy them used because they are really expensive. And you are now a broke university student, so you don't have the money to be buying brand new textbooks. So I suggest that you buy them used. They're the same quality and you'll be saving money. Number 4. So I think that self-motivation and responsibility before heading into university is really important because once you move in and you're on your own, you really have the opportunity to do whatever you want. So having that self-motivation and responsibility before going into school really helps with the transition into your first year. So I definitely would recommend that you begin gaining some of that responsibility before you head off to school. Number 5. Sleep is way more important than you think. You thought you could get through high school with staying up late and waking up early to go to school? Not in university. At least it didn't work out for me that way. You need sleep. Sleep helps with school function, memory, mood. You need to sleep. Number 6, studying all the time is not going to give you the best university experience. So during my first couple months of school, I put off a lot of partying and hanging out with friends in order to study, and I found that after I had adapted to the change in university itself, I found that if I didn't party and I didn't hang out with my friends and do exciting things, the first 8 months of university were going to be so awful. So yes, studying is important, but you also need to have fun too.
Hey Tay, there's a huge party at Liv's tonight. Do you want to go?
Sorry, I can't. I gotta study. Number 7, I learned this rule called work smarter, not harder. So I found with the first couple months of university, I was studying all day. I wasn't using effective studying techniques. So it's really important to find what study tip works for you. I find that writing the information that I cannot memorize on a whiteboard, and then once I have memorized it, erasing it, makes you feel really good, by the way. So that is how I study now. So use the first couple months of university to figure out what techniques work for you. Number 8, know how to use the library resources and use it as a study space to stay focused. So I found that I liked studying in my room, but I ended up getting really distracted. So I ended up moving my studying to the library, and I found that quiet environment really helped my study techniques, and it gave me a better performance within my academics. Also, when you are studying, I find that having someone else to study with or a group of people who are in the same class studying the same thing is an extra motivator in order to do well. Guys, I can't remember what's responsible for the rewards and pleasure that neurotransmitter.
Oh, dopamine.
Oh, perfect, thanks.
And what's the role of the hypothalamus again?
Oh, regulates temperature. Oh, hey, Tay. Hey, I'm actually looking for an English book by Shakespeare. I'm writing it for my essay.
Oh, yeah. I actually used this one for my last essay.
Number 9, try to avoid night classes at all costs. After your long day of school and realizing you have a 3-hour lecture at night and all you want to do is go to sleep in your bed and watch Netflix, it sucks. So I advise that if you want to be successful, I would try to get your classes in the morning and afternoon. However, I know that some people work better at night, so you really just have to figure out whatever works for you. But I found that I was more focused and participated in class. My classes were throughout the day.
Taylor, care to join us in our discussion?
And last but not least, number 10. Don't feel like you're stuck in your program or faculty at your first year of university. This is your time to really try new things and adapt to different programs. So if you want to take that class, take that class. If you want to try something new, do it. Because you never know what's going to interest you until you try it. And that could make your career a whole lot more successful if you find what you're passionate about. So that concludes the end of my knowledge I wish I had before I entered into my first year of university. Feel free to take or not take whatever I said. I just believed that those were the things that I wish I knew before entering into university. Also, as you were probably wondering throughout the whole video, why is the top of her eyelid so red? Long story short, I work outside with kids and I got sunburned in that one area. Awesome. So that's why my eyelids are so red. Anyways, stay tuned for Taylor Tuesdays. See ya! Number 6. Number 7. I learned this rule to work harder, not what? No. Number 7. In class, when my classes were through. Guys, I can't remember what's the responsibility of the neurotransmitter that's